this is what Macomb wants to do, can you do it? Your answer would be yes. But there's another firm I'd like to look into that might be a heck of a lot cheaper than when I inherited with the city of Findlay. We already had a relationship with them, I don't want to get rid of them. But these guys are good at what they do. And there's also, I would have contact with a guy, his name is Andrew Grossart. He's what you call a municipal advisor. So when you tell these people, he's not a lawyer, but he's like, you know, this is our city or our village, this is what we want to do, what's the best way to get there, and he can give you a whole plan. But if it's just CRA related in the sense of there is some commercial, industrial, residential development, that these people can have, you know, 5, 8, 10-year breaks on things, and school can still be taken care of, and all that other stuff that goes into the mix. But I made a note of that already. So.
Okay. As you recall, the school said no to the triplexes. Then it came to us. Then the school sent us a letter. I think you guys need to review this. And then we had Matt and Rob look it over. At the time, they were like, well, we think that's okay. We're not going to make any changes. But with Findlay now having gone through a big one, obviously you have a lot more expertise in that area now.
It's crazy stuff. But yeah, if you have it, doesn't mean you got to use it. It's called a post 94 CRA, and it's basically negotiated when back in the day it was if you meet these requirements, you're in. Now it's, well, let's all talk about it. And what chunk the school gets or doesn't get and all that other stuff.
Greg says, he's trying to make some of it residential?
I'm sorry, what?
On there, and the thing. Is that for Joe's downtown building?
Yes.
They have apartments in the back of the building.
Up above in the back, you know, front door has to be storefront.
Okay.
It states, which we'll have to bring this up at planning and zoning, I'm going to talk to Mike, but you know, it states in our C3 that there is no residential on the first floor. So he's asking that if we could change where anybody's building downtown can have a certain percentage of residential on the first floor. I did talk to Matt Condonier, Finley does this.
Finley does it.
Yeah. So, but that's going to be up to U6 after it goes through planning and zoning,
right.
If you would like for that.
Depending on what storefront is there, would they need the back for any kind of loading or unloading of any of their product?
That's all stuff you guys need.
I think there was discussion about it had to be, you had to have 50% of that had to be storefront. That was a discussion.
I'm just trying to say that what building was one.
It depends on what kind of a storefront you have, whether you would have to have much to unload. Say it's a laundromat. People are coming in the front door with their baskets and out. You're not going to have a lot of semis unloading, like a food truck or anything.
Because it might be this side, it's so long, but I don't know.
Well, I know they did where the Primrose, right?
Yeah.
They talked about putting the divider in, and the apartments in the upper and then the apartment in the back.
Yeah. Buildings are so long, you don't need all that space.
Right.
I can see what they're saying.
But Mr. Blast is asking, instead of him asking for a variance each time, he wants us to write something in our zoning code. Now, I'm not saying that we have to do that, I'm just bringing it to you that he asked for that discussion.
I'm just concerned about a potential business going in and not having an area that they need.
But that's the come, right? Like this is further down the road. That's
Yeah,
what
this,
we discussed.
we're not, yeah.
Yeah.
11 we already talked about. 12, I have till August 1st to, which I like to get it before then, to apply for OPWC funding for paving for some of the streets. I really wanted to do some of them for the storm, for this other OPWC project, small government, is going to be. But the way they've done the schedule, it's really close. If those are going to be done by the time they're going to want to start paving in 2027. So I drove the village today, and I tried to look at roads that we could apply for 2027 that are not in pink, because that is where the storm project is going to be, what you see in pink on this map. But those are the roads that desperately need it. But I'm gonna have to apply for them in 2027 for 2028. But I have to, by August 1st, I have to apply for 2027 roads. So, what you see in green is what's gonna get done this year, this summer. What you see in blue has been what has been done in the last 5 years. And what you see in yellow is what I have proposed for 2027. That's not set in stone. I'm just trying to give everybody a visual of what I'm trying to do. So you can come to me if any suggestions or you see something different, let me know. But I would like to get that to him by the 21st.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, why would we wanna pave the roads in pink if they're gonna turn around and get tore up?
Unless it gets done, and there's the possibility, he did allow us the 1 year, as long as we swap the same amount of
Material. But I don't know if Doug's
You don't
gonna-
want to do that.
I don't know if Doug's gonna, I mean, I'll try and ask him, but usually they send all this stuff in.
To the
And it's,
street.
we gotta pass resolutions, we gotta do all this stuff, and we name the streets on there. But I just wanted to let you know on that, give you a nice colorful map. And the last thing, I have on my list is kind of Tammy and I are maybe trying to put, so we have Mr. Sellers on the end of Liberty Street and Bond. She keeps coming to Tammy to have the people move their vehicles for his trailer that he has parked on his lot. Well, I looked at which is not set in stone, but I looked at the auditor's site, and technically they are parking on the so-called street.
I have pictures on my phone too, I can show you guys, so anybody that's interested, so you can visual. I did go out and take pictures today, so we have them.
The plan, we did once already look at, through the planning and zoning as well. But,
Okay. The problem of it is, he has now made a stone driveway there, and he's put a long trailer there.
Yes.
And there's a truck that always parks in front.
And the neighbor across the street.
And then if they have company, they park, they're not blocking him in.
Right.
But that is always when he wants to get that trailer out, every single time.
Where is that?
Right here on.
People have been building out there for a long time.
Did you
Then,
see where Sarah lives?
It's an empty lot. There's a trailer, he parks a trailer right there.
Okay,
He lives in this house right
okay.
here.
And so every single time, well, it's happened 2 weekends in a row. And this last weekend, the people weren't there to move it. They had went up to a tournament up in Toledo, so he was not happy. He wanted us to tow it, and I'm like, I'm not towing it. They're not blocking you. I have no right to tow it.
And there's no sign that says.
There's no sign that says no parking, so.
Do you not pull it through his driveway then?
No, there's no way out. I'll show you pictures.
But to make that corner with that long trailer.
He's working on a trailer, I think. He's putting boards on the back of the trailer.
And then, so here's the corner, which technically with the corner there, it could create a hazard with people parking there
And where are they parking?
right along here.
But they're
And right
30, I
there,
think they're
see.
30
Oh,
feet.
yeah, that's a.
30 feet from the corner though.
Yes, there's a sidewalk there.
He's parking on the sidewalk?
No, the cars park right in here. They don't park on the sidewalk.
They're real close though.
There.
Yeah, there's no.
It's not a big road. is
I don't
it?
think it's really a.
It is not, no. So,
But he normally won't park it like that.
yeah, he just started parking that thing over there.
Okay.
And it never fails if somebody parks here and he wants to get it out and he can't get it out. Well, I mean, it's a 45, 48 foot trailer.
That's a big trailer.
Yeah.
Turn it
Build
around.
right out.
He's working on it, he's working
You know.
on it back here.
That's true, I can't get out.
Yeah. But he could park it back there and pull it right out. But he refuses to do that because he has that over there and that's what he likes to do.
Planning commission,
All right.
Yeah.
vote to put no parking.
I mean, I don't know that road is really, I don't know that where the guy's actually parking his truck is actually truly.
There's no truck. It's his pickup. He pulls it out with his pickup. There's no like semi or anything.
No, but I
Oh.
mean, the guy that's parking his vehicles.
Yeah, he.
I just don't think that's a really a truly, if you were to try to drive down there, vehicles, you would not be able to pass that truck parked if another car was going through the other way. 'Cause
If a car's coming the opposite direction, they can, but can they park past? No.
Right.
You've gotta wait, let the car go and
Yes.
go.
Which is common,
Yeah,
when you have
which-
on-street
yes.
parking.
Yeah, with street parking,
Yeah.
exactly. That's,
The person that's parking there, I assume, doesn't have much parking, and that's why they park where they do.
correct.
I mean,
They moved one car.
they moved it because they got parking beside the
Is the truck,
garage.
is the truck that person's too? That was the car?
It was his son and his son's friend, they went up for some type of tournament up in Toledo, and he went with them. The
But
dad went with them.
I mean, the car that was parked there, they were gracious and moved it into their driveway.
Yes.
Rich, do they own that truck too?
Yes.
Okay.
You can park on Bond too, can't you?
On the other side, yes.
On the south side, right?
Mhm.
So they could really actually park over there.
But it still comes down to, we're gonna have to put up no parking signs to make that happen.
Yes, yep, I agree.
What we have here is we have two neighbors bickering.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
But what makes the most sense? You know what I mean? 'Cause just because he keeps complaining, like, are we gonna do what he wants, or does it make sense that this guy living there, that his vehicles park there?
I mean, where the parking is, it's so close that if he moved any more than an inch his vehicle to the east, he would be on the sidewalk when he parks that vehicle there. And I would be surprised sometimes if these wheels aren't on the sidewalk, which is then inhibiting the right of way for people walking on the sidewalk.
And if you wanna get technical about it, it is close enough to, he's right there within the law when it comes to the parking from a street corner, from
Yes.
stop sign to, he's right there.
Yeah, he's right there. 'Cause
But it could be a hazard at the same time. So, do I like changing the rule for him? Nope. I'm gonna be honest, I do not.
But in the same
But-
token, just like in the wintertime, when we have our guys
Right,
plowing.
exactly.
If that's there,
It
that's
is
an
a problem.
inhibitor
Yes.
for them to clear the snow.
Yes. Yeah.
Question on the sidewalks though, since we're talking about sidewalks, aren't they supposed to be changing the sidewalks at some point in time, the width?
ODOT
If
is
it's by the grant, yeah.
But is that part of it?
If it's by the grant,
Yeah.
the sidewalks have to be 5 foot.
Right.
That's why you see that road there along Finley, where they did that out there.
I mean, that's just something-
You can tell that was grant funded because the sidewalks are 5 foot wide.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking the solution is?
I think we should put up the no parking sign.
Yeah.
I don't like anyone to yell at me and scream at me and demand me to do things, but at the same time, I think in this situation, I think it's the safest route to go.
The guy should be able to get his trailer out, and there, sounds like there's parking right across from their house, instead of walking out the side to walk across the street.
Right.
That street versus that street.
Yeah, I mean, they could park on Bond, and they still have lot space beside their garage.
Right.
They're older,
parking.
the people that is parking there, they're older, so it does help them out, especially in the winter time, but it is what it is. I mean, it makes me feel bad, but at the same time, I think.
So I guess, well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's beside, after the point, but, so the kid, does he live there at the house?
He does not live there, no.
So he's really not a homeowner in that area where he
No.
just came and parked rather than parking on Bond?
Yeah, he just parked,
I mean-
yeah.
It's kind of hard to, there's just too many. You're better off, just putting signs instead of parking.
Yeah.
Especially on that road's actually a little narrower than a lot of other roads in that area. Because it even gets narrower as it goes down, even though that's wider down here.
It does.
It goes down.
It
And if
absolutely
you followed
does.
that line, there would not be,
And that's why I think we'd be better off just putting them up.
yeah.
So, Rob, that, has to have the discussion, or that should go through the commission, recommend to have it, so next month?
Have them recommend it back to council.
Yeah. So that'll be on the 22nd.
Correct.
For signage, no resolutions.
I mean, I just, when I had to go through, and I listed out all the years, they like, sign for this, for no stop sign, no parking, and all this, they've had legislation before, so I just wasn't sure.
So you can add that on your list, Mike.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
It was on there once before.
I know.
Mike.
Don't have to solve.
But we thought, we gave them benefit of the doubt,
Yeah,
and
he
we had
moved,
Tammy
it
go
was
down and
real
talk
kind.
to them. And they originally moved, and then now we're back here again, so the only resolution is
Put the sign.
post a sign up, and that'll stop it.
And I'll go talk to him and explain too, it's not, there's more factors here than just one. I mean,
No,
You know.
And I will say the snow was around those vehicles this winter,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
the car and that truck.
Yes. So guys will have to drive around that, and not only that, just,
And we have signs on Bond that say if it's.
Of the 2 inches.
Yeah,
It's
that's
everywhere.
nowhere.
No,
At
Yeah.
Liberty, we do not have that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it happens everywhere.
Yep.
Any questions for?
If anybody wants to see the cyber policy, I'll have it in my office.
We're gonna go back down to that one.
Yeah.
There may not be any
We're going
questions,
to it.
but You should be able to do it. There may not be any questions, but you should still.
Yeah.
Yes,
Executive
yeah.
discuss it.
Do you wanna do that now, or is it
Oh, yeah,
I'll go.
I'd do it right now, you're finishing up your legislation.
okay? So Jamie, you wanna repeat the one you wanna go with?
Yeah, I motion to move into executive session. These matters require to be kept confidential by federal law or rules or state statute, so that would require the visitors to step out.
Thank you, everybody, for coming too.
Then you'll need to call the roll for that.
It's gotta be a roll call vote.
Mr. Paces? Roll call.
Yes.
Mrs. Fessmaker?
Yes.
Mrs. Gill?
Yes.
Yes.
Dennis, right?
Yes.